Welcome back, Cancer, to 12th House Tarot reading. This is going to be your general reading for March 16th to 30th, 31st, the last half of March here. I'll be out on holiday, and I didn't want to miss an opportunity. I didn't want to miss an opportunity to get your reading in, so I'm doing the whole end of March for you. I'll be back in April with another reading. So this is for the next 15 days for the sign of Cancer. Take what resonates, leave the rest. We do a past, present, and future spread with clarifiers for each. We have a Six of Cups in the past position, Knight of Wands in the present, and the Page of Swords in the future position. I think Aquarius might have gotten that in the same spot. Anyway, let's see. Let's keep forging ahead. The card on the bottom is the Two of Swords. So there's a decision to be made, and maybe a third place decision, meaning that there are more options available to you always than you think. There are more options available than you think. And I often will ask the universe, what else is possible? Show me what else is possible. As for an example, I have to move my healing studio again. And I had a few units in the building I'm in to look at. I had 3 actually. And then I found this one other building in the town over. And I was just, and the one that was in the town over, it really hits all the bells and whistles for me. And I still asked, you know what else is possible? Because the opportunity to compare something like that, the contrast gives you clarity, is what I want to say. And the universe showed me another option, in the same town I was in, but in a whole different building. And it made it abundantly clear to move to the next town. So I feel like the Two of Swords has multiple options. The character, you just need to drop into your heart space and feel into it. Like this water that's in the back of this card here, it speaks to the character's intuition and honing in on your intuition and what is being, where are you being pulled to go? What are you being pulled to do? Not what society says you have to do, not what institutions say you have to do, or parental units. Let's get focused here, camera. It's about your divine energy inside of you, your higher self, giving you that pull to go and do something. Like you can't not go do this thing. It's just innate. All right. Wow. That was just on the card that was on the bottom of the deck, Cancer. So let's see what else we got going on. We have the Six of Cups in the past position with the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like there is stability with the Six of Cups, right? The characters in the card are safe in their village, in their town. The cups are running over. They're happy. They're content. They're playful. This Eight of Swords is all intellectual in your mind. Things that we may be worrying about, that we might not even be our responsibility to worry about. Or there is no thing we can do about it, and we have to really let it go and focus in on what we can do in this present moment for us, for our safety, for our sanity. And if there's, if you are doing the social justice route, then there are things that you can do locally. But on a global stage, there's only so much that we little ants can do. It doesn't mean we can't move that rubber tree plant. Please don't get me wrong with that. And I'm not going to get political on here. And it's self-preservation is key for the success of whatever it is. Fill in the blank. Let's look at the next card. Is another Eight of Pentacles. This is usually about your work, the physical toil that you do for money, for education, for whatever it is that you're doing right now. It is that thing, that gift, skill, talent, ability that you're honing in on, your craft. So you can see how different they are. One is very intellect, in the mind, not moving. One, very much of this 3D world, physically hammering up out pentacles. Very different cards. That's why I don't use reversals, because the cards are going to show up. If I need the opposite of that, here it is. I'm in my head. Oh, I'm physically doing something. There is, with this Six of Pentacles, an opportunity to be a pillar in your community. This is a broad brushstroke when I say community. This could be in the institution you're in the class you're in the house you're in the home you're in the family you're in the job, in the department, in the sub-department of the department of the department. There's something here where you rise above and you're able to help others. Very philanthropic, very much leader energy. In the present position, we have the Knight of Wands. All knights are movements forward, right into the death card. A handful of people have been getting this death card, Cancer. And honestly, it just is either a Scorpio coming in to help smooth things over, or it is the end of a cycle, right? The death card is something is come to a completion. There's a transformation happening. Here's the Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords is all about self-preservation here. Two things about this, actually. I often look at it as a self-preservation card because the character on the card is stealing those swords from the army that's going to attack his village. Swords are double-edged, so what's the other meaning that can happen? Someone is here to steal your swords and prevent you from being your successful self. That's how you can read this card. With all the other cards around it, I feel that you are moving forward in decision making and in things that you need to be doing. The Hierophant is here speaking about tradition, speaking about structure, speaking about institutions. Maybe there are some things that you're dealing with and moving forward that require you to be conforming to some rules and boundaries to get where you need to go. That's what I'm going to say about that. Hence, here we go again. What's the third place solution to that? Do I have to be restricted by these rules and boundaries, or can I evolve into something else? Now, when I was speaking about the Seven of Swords and someone else coming around and stealing your swords, let's take a look then to the Page of Swords, because the Page is, all pages are moving forward, just similar to the Knights. However, this Page of Swords is looking back because they are protecting your six. They are protecting your back, making sure no one is coming up behind you to thwart your plans and ideas. And look at that. Now you have the Page of Pentacles. Talk about moving forward. And now you have the World. That's definitely an end of a cycle. We've moved into something, through something, into our next chapter, into our next, not even like chapter, but next, there's a word. I think you know what it is. I'll come back to it. And then we have that Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is everything that you've been through. It's the School of Hard Knocks. It's the Wounded Warrior. It's all the lessons you've learned along the way. You take that knowledge and wisdom with you as you move forward, Cancer. No one can take that with you. Only you have had your experience. You know what you've learned. If you are not learning your lesson, then you're going to repeat it. So even if someone comes up to you and said, oh my God, don't walk down this street, there's a pothole, everybody's been falling in it. Even that is a lesson, not to walk down that street, there's a pothole, everyone's falling in it. You don't need to go experience falling in the pothole to have the experience. You can learn from other people too. Like you could decipher, discern, just based on observation. Like, holy crap, this happens. It'll probably happen to me. I'll probably fall in the hole as well, so I'm not going to go down that street. That's knowledge and wisdom nobody can take away from you. There is definitely a new beginning here and an ending. There is a shift that is happening come April. I'm excited for you. I feel that it's a not necessarily a mixed bag, but there is a wavering of like a ebb and flow to this reading of being worried, taking the swords, self-preservation, watching your back, school of hard knocks, institutions and rules and regulations, but still moving forward through all of it. I would still offer up always following your intuition, as I point to this Two of Swords, asking what else is possible. That's what we have for you today, Cancer. I will be back in April. So until then, push all the buttons, please. Like, subscribe. Get if there's a hype button, hype me up. Woo woo. I'll see you next time. Take care.